Under the Radar is a festival that happens every year in New York City in January, just before the Arts Presenters Conference, when 4,000 arts professionals, presenters, and producers from around the world come to New York City. They descend on New York City. And about 8 years ago, we decided to focus it, especially for theater, which does not get a lot of chance to tour. The type of the smaller scale theater. Cats tours just fine. But the smaller scale theater that really, I think, tells the story of communities, really is the real connection with communities, a real cultural exchange. That's what we're interested in. I have been interested in bringing Toshiki Okada, especially, for many years, since you brought him way back with 5 Days in March. And I became really intrigued by his theater and felt that he's a master visionary of theater. And then I discovered Hideki Noda. And actually, I had seen one of his productions, I found out later, in 1988 when it was in New York as part of the New York International Festival. And I remember that one being so wild and fun and crazy. And so when it was possible for us to bring the B, Hideki Noda, and Chelfich, hot pepper, air conditioner, and the farewell speech, together, it made real sense to make sort of another venue, an off pavilion for Japanese theater within Under the Radar. And it gave it a context. I wanted to give it a context because I think these two artists can be really influential to American artists. Once they see their work, it's going to change their idea of theater. And I'm looking for that exchange. Japan does not, they are already thinking outside of the box. They have such different theater traditions with Banraku and all different things. And so when they get to doing contemporary theater, it doesn't look like anybody else's contemporary theater. It has a completely different way and different logic of how they approach the theatrical event. And that can be really special. People should come to Chelfish and the Bee because we've arranged it so you can see, in many cases, both shows in one stop, one visit. And they should be ready for an adventure. Both of these shows are reasonably short, and they're both funny and poignant and powerful, and they should be ready for something that they don't expect, and just to go with what happens. It's supposedly experimental, but I think almost anyone can reach in and get something about these shows. They really do speak to a wider audience.